Well, there's a title, Simplicity Made Easy, I don't think. As John said at the beginning, it's one of the hardest things, actually. And quite a challenge to write about it in a very little book. Simplicity's had a very good press over the years, not only religiously, but from scientists, from designers, from artists. Just a few quotes. Leonardo da Vinci said, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." Coleridge said, "Celebrate simplicity." Goethe, "Nothing is true but that which is simple." Einstein said, "A scientific theory should be as simple as possible, but no simpler," which indicates that a certain complexity is necessary, and simplicity is not necessarily the opposite of complexity. So what is it that we're talking about? What is it that these people are celebrating, that the Shakers celebrated in their furniture? It's about essence. John already referred to the essence. It's about a lack of unnecessary complication, obfuscation. My favourite definition is removing the clutter between ourselves and God, or between ourselves and our true self, our essential self. And what gets in the way will be different for all of us. It's very much a life's journey to discover what it is that gets in the way of who we truly are. It might be material possessions. Certainly Jesus talks about how hard it is to get to heaven if you're rich. Buddha got rid of his material possessions. It might be detachment from those possessions rather than quantity. There's a very good Jewish story of a seeker who was looking for a master. He heard about this master and he went to find him, and he found to his horror that he lived in a palace, that he was surrounded with servants and rich things and fine foods, and he ran out in absolute horror. How can this man call himself a master? So he ran into the desert, and he found a man sitting on a rock wearing rags. "This must be a master," he said. So he went to this man and said, "Oh, master, master, thank goodness I've found you. Imagine, there's this man in the city who calls himself a master, and he's got servants, he's got all this wealth, he lives in a palace." And the man on the rock began to cry. He said, "Master, why are you crying?" And he said, "The man in the city knows how to detach himself from possessions, which is why he's there, and I don't, which is why I'm here."